honor to share with you all tonight my journey and how I struggled with obesity. It actually began when my husband and I got together at our 10-year reunion. We were both single parents. And we brought together $3, and then we proceeded to have 4 children back to back. So I spent my 30s pregnant and nursing, and I gained a lot of weight in each pregnancy. I gained more and more and more and more. So that's when I put on the majority of my weight. I went from 140 pounds to 287 pounds. And I hit that high weight the same month my mother died from obesity. When that happened, it really set off alarm bells in my head about the path I was on. I was becoming her at a much younger age. Her health deteriorated in her 60s and 70s, and mine was deteriorating, and I was only turning 40. So I became desperate. I went out and I tried everything I could to lose weight. Once I had stopped nursing, it was like anything and everything that I could grab. And I got on that familiar diet roller coaster. I'd lose some weight and gain more back, and I never was able to hit my goal. It finally got to a point where I was just feeling so desperate, and I didn't know where to turn. And I finally tried the last thing that my doctor had recommended, and I kind of said, oh no, I've done something similar to that before, I'm not going to do that. My endocrinologist, because I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, had put me on shots 3 times a day. Like before meals, I had to take a shot in my stomach before I ate anything. And I was on metformin. And that enabled me to lose about 30 pounds, but I could never go beyond that. I ended up in the hospital, in the ER, kidney stones. I started to develop all of the things that had killed my mother, and just really cried out, I need help. Please show me how. So I found this program, and when I connected with Greg the first time, I remember we talked about where I was in my trilogy store. My healthy body was a tube. I knew I was on the path to death. I knew it because my mom had just died, and I was becoming her. My finances were terrible. I was a stay-at-home mom, and because we had made the decision, because we had so many kids, it just wasn't feasible for me to work outside of the home. I couldn't afford daycare on what I would make. So I was home, I was secluded, I was overwhelmed, and all of that started to show on my body, and it just defeated me. The stress defeated me. When I got on this program, and Whitney talked about this earlier, that you just really start to feel good, it was the first time I felt good. About week 2 on the program, I just light bulb went off. It's the first time I really felt good in a long time, years of yo-yo dieting. And so I began to be inspired, and Greg planted the seed that I could actually pay this forward. And as distressed and discouraged as I was when I was looking for hope, to finally have a glimpse of it, it was not something I wanted to keep to myself. At the same time, though, I had been very secluded, and I had cut myself off from people, and whenever I avoided public events. So one of my real fears about coaching and about reaching out to people was, I don't know anybody. Who could I reach out to? And I really was intimidated about making phone calls. And the last anybody had seen of me, I was this big overweight person. How are they going to even, I had only lost 30 pounds at this time. How are they going to believe in what I was doing? So I had all of these reservations in my head. And he encouraged me to approach it with, I'm getting healthy, why don't you do this with me? It's working for me, it can work for you. And just take it and run with it. And so I did. And I helped people get healthy while I decided to, keep it a secret from my husband, because I thought, if this is going to work, I can actually surprise him. And that felt amazing. So we just kept on the path, and I have to say that doing this and helping other people, that continued to keep me inspired and continued to fuel me forward. And when I would be tempted to give up or tempted to eat what I was fixing for my kids, the fact that I was accountable to people that I was mentoring and taking with me on this journey really kept me on plan and on target. And then the idea of surprising him did too. So I overcame it by doing. the biggest obstacle, I think, for me in that fear and overcoming the fear was just stepping out and taking the action anyway. My fear of calling people was overcome by actually calling people and realizing it wasn't the end of the world, you know, and they weren't going to scream at me and tell me to stop calling them. So, and then taking the action just to share my story and share my successes with people and let them be inspired helped me to overcome that. And now my life has changed so dramatically. I think my body's gone from a 2. I would rate it as an 8. Not perfect yet, but I'm working on it, and I'm applying the habits of health in my life. And it's affected my whole family. And my husband has lost 50 pounds since he's gotten home. He's been inspired. My daughters have lost weight and maintaining their weight using the habits of health. And I'm confident now that the obesity legacy that once existed in my family is now broken, thanks to the tools of Take Shape for Life. And I'm so blessed that I can do something that is so gratifying because I found hope and I overcame the fear of sharing it with others, and now I get to witness that happen in other people's lives. I get to witness that transformation and change, and that's the biggest blessing I can even imagine.
So we